Good morning and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is Monday and Monday is day 25 of the build out at Villa Feliz. This is going to be an exciting week for me and I hope hopefully for you as well. We are going to see a lot of progress and that was for my Canadian subscribers, progress out at our build out at Villa Feliz. I expect to see by the end of the week, I expect to see a lot of the basement floor completed. Once we get the basement floor completed, things are going to go very quick because we will be doing things like wall construction from the basement floor on up. And then again, once they have all that area cleared, it's going to be a lot easier for the workers to actually get things accomplished. So, I will tell you this morning, I was excited. I had a part of the segment this morning that I was really hoping to share with you. They have actually people who go around the community and they sell breakfast. If you remember last week and you saw me meet up with the man on the corner down there and he had a bamboo cane and he had a couple containers on there and I said, well, what do you have in there? And he had puto inside there. The little sponge cakes that had a little bit of syrup that we put inside there, and I brought that out to the site with me. So a few days later, I heard in the morning, I heard the honking of the, it sounded like the bicycle clown circus kind of horn thing, and I thought it was the puto man again, but it wasn't the puto man, it was the Panda Salt boy, PB. He was right in front of our gate right here, and he was selling Panda Salt, freshly baked Panda Salt. And for those who know what Panda Salt is, you know that's a special treat in the morning. And they deliver it throughout the community. It's usually dark out, but that was a great breakfast for me for that morning. So anyway, I listened this morning and I was hoping to share that with you. And I heard in the background, I heard honk, 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 honk. And I rushed to my gate and I got out there and I saw in the distance down there, and I saw that the Panda Salt boy was down there, and I could see it was dark, but I saw his light and I could see his bicycle in the distance. And I waited and he shot off down a little side road down here and he never showed up down here. So I have to figure out what the methodology is around here. I don't know if I have to be a regular customer and he knows I'm waiting on him, or if maybe I just missed him. Maybe he slid by me and I didn't catch him. Well, I will figure that out. Anyway, I need to get today started because I'm excited to get down to the job site. And I'm running a little bit late because, again, I was working with my wife on taxes this morning. So let me give Dog a treat down here and let's head on out to the job site and see what's going on. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Good morning, Doc. Okay. All right. Sit. Okay, you happy now? Are you happy? Okay. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a wonderful day.
Yes, same to you.
Maybe one day, I can take him for a walk. Is it
Sure.
okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll see maybe if I can get a leash from the hardware store, and then I'll take him.
Yeah.
So he gets.
Hi.
Good morning. Yes, magandang umaga to you too. Oh, I got a question for you. You know the boy that rides around in the morning and he beeps the horn? Sometimes he goes by right by my house and sometimes he doesn't. How do you, because I wanted to get some Panda Salt.
With the bicycle or with the motorcycle?
I think maybe this morning was the motorcycle because I heard a motorcycle, but last time was a bicycle.
It's a different boy.
But he was there last week and it was so fresh. It was like still warm from the oven. And it was so good, and I was like,
the one with the bicycle.
The bicycle.
Yeah.
That's the one I think it was.
I will ask Roy to drop.
Okay. Oh, you'll ask him. And I would be like the regular customer of his.
I will tell Roy.
Yeah.
She will,
Yes. Ah, your tilapia was so good the other day. Oh my goodness. Lots of bones, but it was really good. And the sweet and sour sauce and the peppers that you, very good. What's for dinner tonight?
Chicken tinola.
Chicken tinola. Okay. Chicken tinola. I'll be around 5 o'clock then. Okay, I'll see you tonight. Thanks. Hey, good morning. Oh, today. Why am I so late?
Do you see my look? I clean it.
You did what?
I clean it.
Oh, you got it. Oh, you got it working again.
Yeah. Look at the fish.
Oh, you have fish in there. Look at this. Oh, this is beautiful. Ramil, this is gorgeous. Did you just put the fish in? Oh, look at that. Here. Oh, look at there. Those are koi, huh? Some of them are koi, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Japanese koi, goldfish.
I'm so glad you got that started again. I've been wondering when you were going to actually get the waterfall. That's beautiful. And you got the bridge for the kids to go up there, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I am running a little bit late, and sun's kind of bright here. Anyway, I'm running a little bit late because again I said I had to continue working with my wife, and we got to knock out these tax things so that we have everything ready for submission before we get it in too late. So it's actually after 9 o'clock, which is probably the latest I've actually come into this subdivision. I'm usually out here between 8 and 8:30 every morning, and I noticed a difference even in my community is that there was hardly nobody out, in the little vendors and things on the sides of the street. Morning, Jimmy. How are you today? Oh, the salad was great. Yeah, he gave me the salad, and I made 2 salads with it already. Really, very good. See you later. Anyway, when I was walking through town this morning, most of the people, they're early risers, and they get a lot of their business done early in the morning. So when I was walking down, most of the people I said, they're looking at me and they're like, why are you so late? And I'm like, oh, they know my pattern here. You got to change up your pattern every now and then. I don't know if you noticed, but you see, they cut all this. They actually had a cut the other day when I was coming back over, I think it was Saturday. I think they cut this on Saturday. See, everything's nice, and I kind of like it like this. I mean, that's the way it was on Friday over there, and they cut all this area right here. And it's kind of good that they cut this because there's not an abundance of snakes out here, but this makes it a lot easier when you do walk through this area like this over here. It makes it a lot better so that you can actually see if there's any snakes in the area. I don't know if you saw, it was like day 1 or day 2 of the clearing on my lot when we were digging up. Oh, it was the day that the cat came in and they were doing the excavation when they were pulling up one of the coconut roots. Did you see the snake that they found there? So get a chance, if you haven't seen that one, go back to that earlier video. Very interesting. I just wanted to bring up the subject that yesterday was Sunday, and I was actually really trying to take it easy yesterday. So I just wanted to get some chores around the house taken care of, get some food prepared in the afternoon. And I had the laptop open, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna take a break, and I'm gonna take a break from doing research and checking anything on there. But as I told you on my channel, anytime a viewer or subscriber actually makes a comment, I've got it configured so that it will alert me. It goes to my email, and then on the computer it actually pops up in the top right hand corner. You hear a little a sound that it actually generates, and it lets you know, like a notification, that you've actually received an email. So I've become conditioned that as I'm walking, if that thing pops up, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna ignore this right now, and then I'll start walking by it, and then I'll kind of look over my shoulder and I'll kind of see, and if it's anything if it's anything for the channel, I can't resist. I'm just weak, and I go back there and I'll open it up. So I probably spent quite an amount of time on Sunday actually answering comments and messages and private messages and emails that come in from the users of My PI Dream. And I gotta say, every day is rewarding, because every day I get really nice things that people say, and they have good contributions to the channel, and it makes you think. And that's what the channel is all about, is stimulation to make you think. And if you're planning on doing something like what I'm doing, prepare you for success when you do it. Anyway, there were so many good things that people were actually posting yesterday, and I replied back to several. I didn't put them off. Maybe I did kind of put them off a little bit, but what I said is basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do a BK time today in Bahay Kubo, and I'll try to address some of the questions and the concerns and the recommendations that the folks did. So it should be an interesting BK time today. Hi, good morning. How are you today? How's progress? You guys doing great today? Oh man! Oh, what's that? What's that?
The vehicle.
Oh, that's. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that sucks. So as you see, yesterday we had rain, and it rained pretty heavy, and I'm only 1 kilometer from here, so I know it rained pretty heavy out here. As you can see, everything, it's very little bit of wetness. There's some water that's set up inside the forms with the concrete, but that's good, because the water is a very good factor to help hardening with the concrete. So I mean, we couldn't have asked. Again, we were blessed that we had a dry day to do the pour, and then a wet day the very next day to help with the curing. So been very lucky. For right now, my contractor, he's out there he's inspecting all the stuff that was done actually on Saturday, the pour, the cement pour and the forms, making sure everything's okay, and he's slowly removing some of the 2x that holds the top of the form, but he doesn't need that. But they're not going to actually pull the sides of the forms out. It's going to sit there for about 2 days while it's curing, and then after about that 2 days they'll remove that. But in the meantime, they're actually working on preparing the other 50% over here on this side, working on the forms and preparing it for the pour, which I don't know if that's going to be today or tomorrow. I think it has a lot to do with whenever they finish doing the actual forms themselves. Well, the crew that's inside the pit, they're actually continue on doing the forms. I just checked up on them, and we're making good progress on that before lunch. And the guys are over inside the cistern, And they're so deep inside the cistern. Did you see earlier? You could see the shovel tossing soil over the top of the edge of the hole in the ground and onto the mound. But they're so deep now that they can't even toss it up that high. So they have a bucket that they're actually putting the soil inside the bucket, and they're using a rope to pull it up here. Let me show you what they're doing. Believe it or not, they still have 1 more meter to go down. They're only 2 meters down in that big hole. What I would like to do before we actually get into BK time, when we talk about the comments and suggestions that the viewers and the subscribers put on the channel, I would like to talk briefly about something that I enjoy doing, and that's actually planting and doing landscaping and actually working inside the garden. Something that I've done back in my home in South Carolina. Of course, I told you we live near the coast in Charleston, and one of the things that I actually grow, you can't grow this actually to bear fruit on the outside, but you can actually make it an ornamental plant and grow it. Like for what we're doing, we're actually growing it inside a sunroom. But you know, the mango that I added to my salad yesterday, you can actually take the seed out of that and you can actually grow a mango tree. So what I did was I pulled the seed out of the mango that I prepared for my salad yesterday, and I'm going to show you, if you don't know already, how you can actually prepare it, and you can germinate it and actually plant it and actually grow a mango tree. Now, if you live in an environment like here in the Philippines, the thing is, you got to make sure that you have plenty of room. Unless it's of a dwarf variety, you have to make sure that you have plenty of room, because the seed from a normal mango tree is going to grow huge. It'll be so huge I won't even be able to plant it here in this backyard right here. But I'm going to go ahead and start the seed and make the plant, and even if I use it and I clip it down so it'll be ornamental for a while, it's actually a beautiful plant, and it makes a beautiful tree. So let me share with you how I actually go about growing a mango tree. So remember yesterday I had the mango inside my salad, and when you get done with cutting all the fruit section that you're going to eat, in the very center there's going to be a really slimy pit. And in the slimy pit, and what you're going to want to do, here, I'll show you. I actually brought it inside here today. So here's the pit, but it didn't look like this. It was really slimy. So what I did was I took a butter knife or a spoon, and I scraped off all of the really slimy stuff. And you can let this dry for a day or two, and then it'll actually start getting a little bit hard. And what you're going to want to do, inside this protective shell inside here, there is actually a seed. And a seed, if it's healthy, will have a little piece of a root. It's probably only going to be about this big. So what we have to do is we have to get into that. And the drier this is, like I said, after about a couple of days, it actually makes it easier to get inside. So let me try to get inside this one right here, and I'll show you what it looks like. Well, what you're going to want to do is, you're going to try, like I said, the drier it gets, the easier it is to break apart. So you're going to want to find a little crevice inside here. It's almost like opening up a pistachio, where you go inside and you try to peel it apart. Sometimes what you can do is you can actually, if you have some scissors or a knife, you can actually trim this portion right here, and it makes it easy to separate. You just have to be very careful that you don't damage the seed that's inside of here. So let me try getting this open here. Hold on a moment. Well, anyway, I managed to get it to crack just a little bit. I got my fingernails inside here, so let's try to open this up. So what you're going to see is, inside, you see, there's the seed. And this one actually looks extremely healthy. I will tell you right now, sometimes you'll get some, and some of the seeds will actually, they'll be all dried up, but you see this right here? If you see that, or if it's actually growing a little bit longer, that is actually going to show you that you have a healthy seed inside there, and it's not all dried up. This might be successful, this one right here. I planted these before, and normally I'll get about 5 of the mango seeds, and out of about 5, I usually can get about 2 to germinate properly. Anyway, this is actually a good example, like I said, of a healthy looking mango seed. You want to make sure that it's tan and healthy looking, and not gray. If they come out gray, it's usually, a lot of times they'll be damaged, and a lot of times it's like cold damage and things like that. So what we're going to do with this one, we're actually going to wrap it up in a paper towel. So I happen to have a paper towel here, and we're going to take it and wrap it up in a paper towel, and just like so. Wrap it up inside here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the paper towel, and you can put it like in a Ziploc bag, or you can put it inside a little plastic container like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add some water. I got to find my water bottle. Oh, here's my water bottle. We're going to add a little bit of water. And we're not going to oversaturate it. We're just going to put a little bit of water in there like that. And then we're going to cover it. And then we're going to put it in a... If you were inside a house, you would put it next to like a sunny window. I'm just going to put it on the front of the Baje Kubo. And what'll happen is this will act like kind of like a greenhouse and kind of make it warm inside there. And the paper towel absorbs the water inside there, and it will provide nourishment to the root structure. Then what's going to happen, if you're lucky, in a couple of weeks, the root's actually going to get pretty big. And then what we'll do is we'll transplant it into some kind of soil. Well, nice thing about mango doesn't require really healthy kind of soil. It'll actually do pretty good in actually not so great a soil. But like I said, if you don't succeed at one, it may take you several times, but it makes a beautiful, beautiful plant. Now, as far as bearing fruit, the mango tree will actually bear fruit faster if you graft it. If you actually grow it from a seed and you get the stem up for a little bit, you can actually graft it and put on one from a variety that's already bearing fruit. And you'll actually get fruit in about 3 or 4 years. If you do it just like this, it will still bear fruit, but it will take a little bit longer. I think it's maybe between 5 and 8 years before you can actually bear fruit from a mango seed. So anyway, we're going to do an experiment with this one, and we'll keep an eye on it. I'll put it on the front of the Baje Kubo, and then if it's successful and we start getting growth inside there, then we'll put in some soil, we'll put it in a little pot, and then we'll let it grow, and then we'll plant it around here, and we'll keep trimming it so it doesn't get too big.
So.